If you are somebody who's looking for the best trading indicator in 2024, then watch this video till the end, as I'm going to be showing you how and why TradeDork's SMC indicator is the best indicator on the market as of 2024. Let's get into this video now, as I'm going to show you all the reasons as to why you want to be getting involved in the action with this indicator. Okay guys, so I've currently got Euro USD on the screen and I'm on the 4-hour time frame. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how and why our SMC indicator is one of the best indicators out there. Okay, I'm going to just talk you through price action and show you how it is working, okay, and how you can utilize concepts such as the different structure levels, okay, the order blocks, and also just the general overall higher time frame analysis to get involved in great opportunities. Okay, so first things first, okay, look at what we are seeing in price action. So first thing that we've had is this change of character down here. Price started to move lower. Okay, we had higher highs, lower highs, okay, higher low, lower high, okay, coming into the market as we are coming down lower. We then push up here and we have this change of character, okay, as we get the close of this 4-hour candle. Now, the first thing that we are looking at is the fact that we are getting these zones in here. Okay, you can see that it's identified areas of supply that we may see some kind of reaction to. Now, as you can see here, okay, we have had just this single chock, and because price was trading lower before, okay, just because we have one chock to the upside, it usually means that we're just going to see a liquidity sweep, and then we're going to see price realign, and it's going to come back to the downside. So this is what we are going to be looking for, okay, and the idea is maybe we're going to get something out of this area in here, okay, and then we can then look to trade this lower. So let's see what actually happens and utilize, the actual indicator. So price comes in to here, okay, we then immediately see a reaction, okay, really nice reaction. It does give us this area in here. However, we're also seeing these equal lows in price, okay, so another really good indication using the indicator is when it identifies areas of liquidity. Okay, now we know that areas of liquidity like to be swept and targeted, so it's highly likely that price is going to come down and break this level. Okay, so with that in mind, I'm not really that bothered about this area as the overall trend is still down for me, okay, and we want to just see what happens next. So here we go, okay, price comes down, immediately breaks lower, this is absolutely fine, and let's see what our indicator is showing us. Okay, so the next thing that happens is we get this nice area of demand in here. We may see some kind of a pullback now because what we've got is this new change of character. Okay, so because we've got this new range in here, it basically means that price may look to come up into this area, okay, before then moving lower. That's normally how price moves, okay, and the overall idea would be that we are trading this trend to the downside. Now, looking at this, okay, and looking at the multi-time frame grid, you can see that everything is currently bearish, okay, all the time frames are telling us that we are in this downwards trend, so we want to just be able to get involved in any kind of area of interest that we can, find. So, the great thing about this SMC indicator is how similar it trades to, say, me and also, other people on our team here at TradeDork, okay? It identifies areas exactly the same way that we would, okay? And for example, this area in here, if you go back to a previous video, is an area of interest that I was actually looking at, okay? I was looking for price to come out of this area, okay, and then look to potentially move lower. Okay, now that's using my own personal analysis, but let's just say you didn't understand why this zone was there and you wanted a more simple approach where you could just activate the indicator, okay, and it will do the work for you. Well, okay, obviously if we just keep playing this forward, now you can see that these two zones have become available on the screen. Okay, so this is really great indication of where price may look to continue lower from. So price comes into this area, okay, do we hold? Okay, we do. We start to react and we go higher, okay, so really nice moves to the upside. Price comes into this zone, okay, immediately starts to wick away, okay, and then we get a lovely move lower. Okay, so really great reaction from this zone. It's pushed price lower, and again what we've done is we've created another break of structure. So you can see now, guys, okay, that as price is moving lower, you can see how it's respecting the rules of the structure. Okay, you can see that we had the moves lower, had the liquidity sweeps, and then we are moving lower, continuing that trending market. And as we go, it's giving us very specific supply zones, okay, that we can utilize and get involved in trades. So let's have a look at what we've got now. So again, we've got this new area of supply, okay, identified in this area. Price comes straight in, immediate reaction out, okay, and again you can see that we do move to the low. Now here again, another brilliant reaction. We get this zone in here created by this area of demand underneath all of this liquidity. Okay, what we can see is then price comes down, immediate tap in and reaction. Okay, so a brilliant reaction in price there. Okay, and then again we start to move lower. Now there wasn't any zones necessarily in here. I mean, you could have used the whole range. Okay, so this is something that we teach. You could have utilized this 50% area of this downwards move, okay, giving you a potential area to get involved in more sales. Okay, and if not, then we would just be, you know, waiting and being patient, understanding that price is likely to continue moving lower. So you can see here now how we've utilized the SMC indicator and given a really good example of how we can get involved using the different areas of supply and demand. Now you need to understand that, you know, trading is quite difficult to understand in the beginning. Okay, there are lots of different concepts and it's all about how you can utilize these different concepts, put them into some kind of trading plan, and then follow your set of rules that you can then, you know, utilize and execute on every single day and week or month, okay, however frequently that you trade. Okay, now by using an indicator such as our TradeDork SMC indicator, what it does is it just speeds that process up for you. Okay, this way you don't have to learn anything. All you have to do is get a rough general understanding of how and why price is printing in these changes of characters, these breaks of structures, okay, in here, and then also the supply and demand zones, understanding the base principles such as liquidity, okay, and how we can also build an overall higher time frame narrative. Okay, once you have an understanding of all of those things, what we can do is then we can apply that to the chart and we can just simply turn the indicator on and get an understanding of where we are in price. Okay, just simply by turning this indicator on, you can see that we've had this breaks of structure in here. We have the zones. The grid is showing us that we're completely bearish across all time frames. Okay, and there's a clear indication of a bearish trend. Okay, now anyone could identify that just by looking at what is being presented to us on the screen. Okay, so that's why it's really, really helpful. So price continues to play out. Okay, what do we get next? Here now you get this nice strong push to the upside. Okay, we do just miss this area in here, and then we get a change of character. Okay, so that's absolutely fine. Okay, and since then we have just started to pull back. We have got some more areas of demand where we may see a reaction. Of course, we have to also remember, guys, that it's all about the confirmation. It's not just about, you know, just coming here and we're going to just buy this area, okay, and expect price to move higher. What we want to see, okay, is something where price comes down, okay, it taps into this area, and then either we get some kind of confirmation, whether that's another break of structure, okay, then maybe we could enter something like that. Or, okay, we could also get something where price comes down and then we see, you know, a certain candlestick formation, okay, and it allows us to get involved in a trade, okay, if the market's potentially slowing down in momentum, or it's giving us an indication that what we're actually seeing on the screen is relevant to our overall higher time frame idea. Okay, so you always have to be able to build the picture a little bit with it and use a couple of different time frames to actually build, you know, on your actual analysis on where you think price action is moving to. So that's absolutely fine. Okay, and since then you can see that we've just started to move higher again. Okay, another break of structure in here, and then we've had this nice strong, I think this was news, okay, so I think this is the CPI news candle, okay, and since then we've broken down and now we're just in this area in here, okay, where we then had, I think it was PPI, okay, swept a little bit lower, okay, and then here we are at current price action. Okay, so you can see now, okay, once the indicator loads, where we are in price. Okay, so now you can see that where we currently are in price is we've had these couple of breaks to the upside, one move to the downside, okay, and now we're sort of coming lower. We've tapped into this area of demand, okay, where you can see that we've had a couple of nice reactions too now, okay, so it can be considered a nice area of demand. And what we can do now is again just look for more opportunities. Now, whether that is being patient and waiting for something potentially in this area, okay, to move lower, that might be the idea. Or what we might see, okay, is something like this, okay, and then get involved in more opportunities in here, okay. Or what we might see is that the whole structure changes, okay, we start to see moves higher, okay, and then what we might get is areas of demand or supply in here, okay, and that is then where we can look to also get involved in positions, okay, and then utilize where we are on the chart to actually catch moves either in the, you know, upwards or downwards directions. So I hope you guys get an understanding now of how important it is to be able to understand all these different concepts and how simple our TradeDork SMC indicator can make things for you. Okay, we do have a free version of this where you can access it on the higher time frames. So if that is something you're interested in, then come and click the links down below in the description of this video. Okay, it will take you through to our Discord server, okay, and also to our website where you can sign up for free, okay, and then get involved in the action. Okay, we then of course also have our premium indicators which allow you to utilize the concepts of the multi-time frame analysis, where you can get involved in lower time frames and really get those confirmations of the certain trade ideas that you may have, okay, and then you can really get involved with some good confluences and catch some great trades. So I hope you guys took something away from this video. Okay, I'm very, very excited to be working with you guys and utilizing this SMC indicator. Okay, and if you do have any questions, feel free to reach out to us either in the comment section of this video or come on over to our Discord and get involved in the chats over there. So until next time, okay, happy trading guys, and I will see you all in the next video.
Be a dork.